Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 4th. We're just going to jump right in here. And sorry, you have the Two of Wands wanting to jump out there. So it could be time for you to take the lead on something. But before I open my mouth, let's see what actually comes up. You have this card that says you are exactly where you need to be. Don't worry about what could go wrong. If something does go wrong, you'll be able to make the best out of it. So, like everybody else, probably need to get started on something. Some of you could be interested in a person here, Libra, or there could be like a person that you're interested in, and I kind of feel that could be what you're worried about. But again, I wouldn't put too much pressure on, anything that you're working on at this time. You have this star. I love this card, by the way, right here. It says a long journey brings rewards. So, it's kind of like all your hard work is paying off. Whatever you've been working on, it doesn't matter. I feel like there's a lot of success coming in because of the work that you're doing. But in your first row, you have that Ten of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. I do feel like not just love, some of you obviously could be interested in love, but, I kind of feel you are very focused on increasing your resources. Queen of Pentacles is a card of your resources, and you go this way. Five of Swords to the Three of Wands, and Three of Wands is the card of expansion and growth, and the card of like foresight as well, being able to, almost being able to see the future here. But it's almost like this reading, I kind of feel like this reading is saying that you're taking a risk on the future, and I feel it's going to pay off. So whatever this future risk is, this could be that you're taking a risk to like go start a business, or, go get a new job that maybe is futuristic, or, it could be anything. You could be taking a risk to move as well. You have the Three of Wands, World, and the Chariot in that third row. That is definitely moving if I haven't ever seen it. And so, if you're planning any type of change like that, I feel there could be a lot of benefits clearly, or an increase in your resources for doing that. I kind of hear on the Two of Pentacles that you don't want to waste any time. Like, Two of Pentacles can be like juggling. It can represent spinning a lot of plates, having a lot to do. But I feel like that's not what I feel here. What I really get here on the Two of Pentacles is that you don't want to juggle, that you don't want to spin plates. It's almost like you're saying to yourself, like, if I am going to commit to, a new journey or a new path, I'm going all in. I get more, I hope that makes sense. Like you're saying, if I'm going to start a new project, new business, get a new career, it's like I'm going to be, I want it to be my thing. I want it to be something that I put all my energy and effort into. It's like you are seeing the value of focus or something. Is kind of what I'm getting here on the Two of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Pentacles, again, increasing your resources. I definitely feel that here. I really feel you're taking control of your finances with this bottom row. You go Three of Pentacles, Chariot to the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is showing up in the area of the good stuff. So, I'm not like the biggest fan of the Four of Pentacles. I also don't feel it's terrible either, but it is showing up in the good stuff. So it looks to me like you are doing things to create more stability in your finances, or you're doing things to like make more money, or you're diversifying, something like that. Let's see. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, of course, is like lying, cheating, stealing. This could be, it's not like that's what I see here. I feel like maybe you dealt with a person in the past who did that, and that could be maybe why you're like hesitating on getting into a new relationship or something like that. So, I feel like there could be something new and really good for you coming in, and, I would make sure that you're not allowing like past hurts or, past trauma to get in the way of something that could be really good. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Literally what I said. The Eight of Pentacles is, he is working on one thing. He is, on the traditional Eight of Pentacles, he's just working on those 8 Pentacles. And it's a card of diligent work. He is working just on one thing. Exactly what I said. There you go. You cannot make this stuff up, right? With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. And cards are just jumping out for you. And, so the cards can't even stay in the deck for you today, Libra. But you have the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. Want to pop out there. Two of Cups, of course, is a perfect match. Again, I do feel like this reading is a little bit of everything. There's like, it's like a mixed bag. There's a little bit of everything that could be approaching you or coming in for you at this time. Three of Cups is celebration and happiness. So I do feel there could be something like a solid relationship. You have 2 threes right here. And you have 3 3s here, so, 3 3 3, number one, could be very important for you. But this also would represent like teamwork. So, any opportunities for you to work on a team or to work with other people or to, be part of a team would be really good for you. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this card that says, a long journey brings rewards. I feel this for a lot of people where it's not really unexpected. It's more... I don't really feel an unexpected energy is what I'm trying to say. It's more, if you've been working towards something for a long time and you just don't have it, and then all of a sudden you have it from after many years of working towards like a goal, wish, or dream, it's almost like unbelievable, right? Where you're like, wait, I don't have to work for this anymore. So it's like that. It's more, that's like the feeling that I get off of this card. It's more that, you're getting something, or you could be getting close to a finish line even, and it's more unbelievable in the sense that you just don't believe it because you just never thought you would get there, to like a finish line. You have this minstrel card, and it says, let your intentions be known. Yeah, if you're interested in a person, I would say like more flirting, more talking, more something, or maybe this person's clueless. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really see a person here in this reading yet. Again, that could change in a minute. You have the 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, and the 3 of Pentacles. Again, I'm just getting results here, especially for those of you in work. So if you're working towards anything, or if you're hoping to, build your business or build in your career. I always get career for you, Libra, more than pretty much any other sign. So, it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of you are hoping for career growth. I am cheating a little bit because based off your astrology, I'd say for like the past 10 years, it's probably been really hard to get something that you actually want, it's obviously not going to be true for all of you, but for some of you, I feel it's been hard to, find that place you fit in or find the career that you really enjoy or that you desire, right? And I kind of feel that here, but it's like you're finally getting something that you actually desire. Next, you have the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is about taking a risk. So I feel it's time for some of you to take a risk. The whole entire reading, I feel, is saying it's time to take a risk on something in your life. 5 of Swords, of course, can represent a separation, but I don't feel like it has to. And again, 5 of Swords is my risk-taking card. So a lot of you are like taking a risk maybe to set yourself apart, going to the 3 of Wands. You have the Chariot, which is the card of setting yourself apart. This could be a risk of moving or changing your career or something else. You have the 3 of Pentacles, which is teamwork. So anything you can do to work on a team would be a good idea. I also feel like there's something you're taking too seriously. Again, she has these polka dots on her cloak, and polka dots in the tarot can kind of represent taking things too seriously. Feeling like things are more serious than they actually are, needing to let that go. So, I definitely feel it is like time for you to like let that, let the serious energy go, right? So let's see what is going on for you here. With the 6 of Pentacles, you have the 8 of Swords. I feel so good about the 6 of Pentacles, but 8 of Swords would represent only seeing one way of doing things. So again, if you're feeling stuck, just stay open to all the possibilities. I also do feel that some of you, again, need to realize that you deserve more than a breadcrumbing situation. So, we do have a Mercury retrograde coming up. You literally have this Mercury card showing up in your next row. And it could just be saying like a past person is going to try to communicate with you or, something along those lines. And, I would be careful of that. So again, there could be like a lot of opportunity coming in for you with the 8 of Swords, but, I would make sure that you don't stay stuck in some sort of situation. With the 5 of Swords, you have the Knight of Swords. I feel everybody is dealing with this as well right now. It's like you could be doing something like making a change in your life, going and getting a new career, starting a business. I feel on the outside, people will probably be telling you that you're being impulsive. And, it's like I would never, I definitely don't like encourage people to be impulsive, but I would say this is more intuitive impulsive. It's like if you're feeling a very strong desire to do something, it's like I think you need to realize that maybe some choices you're making, it's like maybe people are saying like, oh, you're being impulsive, but maybe what you need to realize is that you actually have thought about these choices for like a long time or something like that. I don't know. It's like, that's how it's popping into my head that, for some of you, it's like people could be trying to protect you or whatever, and it's not necessarily like a bad thing, but at the same time, it's like, maybe you are, I don't know why I feel this. maybe you are saying, maybe I am being impulsive. Like if people say that to you, right? Like let's say you are like, I'm going to go change my career or I'm going to do this. But I would like make sure that you're not allowing people to, steer you away from something that's clearly going to be really good. With the 3 of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, really needing to follow your heart at this time, whatever. So I feel like you need to listen to your heart. And I also feel like you need to move towards joy and happiness. Maybe there's something like a little bit extra here. Like I just said, it's like if you're making a decision, I feel the decision is coming from a place of your heart or your desire. There's something extra that, external people don't see. They're not living inside your head. They don't know all your experiences that you've had. They don't know where you're coming from. So again, if you have people here that are trying to tell you, oh, don't go do that thing. Again, I would just kind of say, okay, sorry you feel that way, and I would go do it anyway. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this moon card. It says perception. We are in a time of perception change. Neptune and Pisces literally changes our perception on things, so, makes sense. You have this Mercury card. It says message on it. I do feel like you could be receiving a message. What's funny is I feel like you were waiting for this message, then you stopped waiting for this message, and, that's why it's showing up. If this is a past person, I would definitely be careful. We have Mercury going retrograde soon, and, it's definitely something I would be careful of. It's come up for almost every single person, this retrograde, which doesn't always happen. People ask me all the time, like, does it happen every retrograde? I'm like, no. It's like most of the time when a retrograde's coming up, nothing about the past shows up for me in my readings at least, but this one definitely has been, I would say, like, more unusual. The last one as well. It's like the past two, or the last one and this one there seems to be something going on. So, I would just keep that in mind. You have the Three of Wands, the World, and the Chariot. The Three of Wands, card of expansion and growth. And I feel that it's almost like you're seeing the future. And I really feel you need to trust those future feelings, because again, we are in a very futuristic time. I always tell people, right now, like, you might have an idea that's very innovative, but we have a lot of innovation, not just Pluto going into Aquarius, but also Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus, I think people don't realize, is like extremely innovative, especially like technology wise or whatever. So it's like, it's like maybe you feel like you want to get a new position, like at a new technology company, or, maybe you want to start a new technology or new business. And, this is very Uranus and Taurus. So, again, don't be afraid to, trust those, those future instincts or whatever you want to call it. I also feel like some of you could be moving. Clearly, you have the Three of Wands, you have the World, you have the Chariot. So if you're moving, I feel that this is going to be very good for you. And it might change your perception, your perspective on something in your life. I also feel like you could be moving somewhere due to perception, and but I feel like this is a good thing. It's like maybe you are moving somewhere that's cheaper, that's like easier to afford, but and maybe that is your perception, right? Maybe you think that it's easier to afford, and I feel like it is. It's almost like this is a green light. I've been getting a lot of green light readings lately, and so I feel like the universe is saying yes. Like, if you have an idea about a place that you want to move, especially for those of you that are moving, I feel like this is a big yes. It's like saying, yes, you are correct about, whatever you think is going to happen. So I would go for it. I also feel some of you could be having more accomplishments at this time. I kind of get like something about recognition here. Right here, but it's very specific. It's like if you're trying to get, a leadership position, if you're trying to start a new business, I feel like there's some sort of, it's like you could be getting a management position or something like that. You have the Chariot. I just feel victory vibes here, so some sort of win. And also like a green light. So again, if you're moving, definitely saying like a big yes. For those of you that are, again, hoping for a career, it's almost like you're getting a career or you're getting something that you have been hoping for a long time. Like you're getting, you're getting a position that you've been hoping for, or it's like, something like that is kind of like what I feel here. So let's see what's going on here. With the Three of Wands, you have the Emperor. Emperor is a card of expansion. The Three of Wands is a card of expansion, and the Emperor is a card of taking the lead. Didn't I say something about you taking the lead or something like that? I'm pretty sure I did. So I kind of feel like this is you having to take the lead, or it's like saying that you need to step into a leadership position. Clearly you have an Aries that's, popping up in your reading. So every single reading I do. So for some of you, also, if you want love, could be an Aries. I don't care if you don't want an Aries. Stay single. Do us all a favor, right? But if, again, for all of you, it's like, I don't know what people want me to say. Like every single time I like get a comment where people are like, Chris is clearly trying to hook an Aries up with a Libra. I'm like, get off my freaking channel. Number one. Number two, what I would say is, I don't care. Be single, right? I am starting chrisscatfood.com. People think I'm joking. Just wait. And so for all you lonely cat people out there, don't worry. I got you covered. With the World Cup, so I need you to be single so that you can buy my cat food. With the World card, you have the Strength card. Strength is a card of patience, of course, could be a Leo as well. Could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo with the World card. But the Strength card is a card of patience. The Strength card says, I also feel this is partially like you having done the work, so I feel it's saying that the reason you could be having accomplishments or, reaching new heights is because you have done the work to, reach new heights with that World card. With the Chariot, you have the Ace of Cups. Yep, could be a long-distance attraction as well with all these cards. Could be an Aries from a distance. Could just be a person who has Aries in their chart. So definitely could be a solid connection. I feel like there's a lot of happiness coming in for you here as well. Like I said, I was getting something here. Like, I'm wondering if you are wondering, like, let's say you want to move somewhere and you're saying to yourself, well, I think it's going to be cheaper or, whatever. I feel like this is just a yes. Like, someone out there needs to hear this because it keeps popping into my head. So there you go. In the area of the good stuff, you have this activation card. You're activating your soul purpose and receiving gifts. Some sort of change that you're making is leading to an activation is really what I feel here. Again, sometimes I think we move somewhere and it like activates an energy in us or something like that, or I don't know, something weird is what I'm getting. So there you go. You have this networker card. It says networking can help you grow your money. It says marketer, public relations manager, by the way, manager, or any career in networking. You're trying to do too much. You need help and support. 3 of Pentacles. I would definitely say that anything you can do to work together with other people is going to be very beneficial. But again, some sort of change that you're making is activating something. You have the 4 Cups, the Hermit, and the 4 of Pentacles. This is showing up in the good stuff. Again, so I feel like something is not going to be a disappointment. Something is going to go according to plan. The 4 of Cups is a card of like contemplation and apathy. He's manifested these cups, but he's not really satisfied with what he's received. But personally, I kind of look at it as a card of disappointments. I know that, the 5 of Cups, of course, can represent disappointments, but, this is like a different type of disappointment. It's like he's put in work to manifest something, right? He's actually tried to manifest something in front of him. But he's disappointed with what he has received. So, in the area of the good stuff, this would tell me that you are getting something that you want. You have the Hermit, which says, I kind of feel like the words, you've cleared through something. I literally have those words, like, very specifically popping into my head, that you have cleared through something. I don't know, that's how it's popping into my head. So, I feel like you've cleared through something. Literally, this could be energetic, but it could also maybe like you've cleaned your house or something like that, right? So, again, I feel like you've kind of cleared past something. I also feel that what's popping into my head is that if you have a worry, like, let's say you've been, I feel someone out there has been dealing with something like official. I don't know what that is or what that could be. Like, I feel like you're past it, like maybe, you had to deal with like the government or, something like that. I feel like you've cleared through it. It's almost like you've passed through it or something, I'm getting. You have the 4 of Pentacles, definitely an increase in your finances. The whole entire reading is basically saying that you are either focusing on your resources or you're very focused on increasing your resources, which I do feel you are doing, plain and simple. With the 4 Cups, you have the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is a card of marriage. So some of you, this could be marriage opportunity coming in for you in the future. Didn't I say something about freedom at the beginning of the reading? I don't know. I really don't know what I said, but 4 of Wands is a card of freedom and setting yourself free. So anything you could do to do that would be a good idea. And we see a lot of celebration energy here, here and here. 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, that 4 of Wands. So even if you don't want love, this could just be really good for socializing, spending time with people who matter to you, all that other good stuff. So I would do it. With the Hermit, you have the Ace of Wands, new growth. It's like the Ace of Wands, there's a castle that's crumbling in the background, and the Ace of Wands is like out with the old, in with the new. Like I said, I feel really the only thing I get here is that you have moved past something, but it's more like you've cleared through something because, that's like the specific word I'm getting. And I think it's because it's almost as if there's like specific things that you had to do. I mean, also, maybe it's like a license. Like maybe you've been trying to get a business license, or it's like, I know if you start a restaurant, for example, right, you have to get like specific licenses, real estate license, something like that. It's almost like you've passed through that process or something. I don't know. There you go. And I just feel Ace of Wands would say that it's just leading to a positive new beginning. With the 4 of Pentacles, damn, you have the World twice. The World twice is a very happy achievement. That it definitely adds up with this Star card that says a long journey brings rewards. So, I feel like there are major rewards after this long journey that you've been on. I could be wrong, but I feel like I've titled one of your readings recently kind of something very similar to that, so it could just be the time. You have this Power card. This is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, by the way. And like I said, the whole entire reading is encouraging you to gain power, literally. Like maybe you need to get a leadership position or something along those lines. You have this achievement card, definitely achievements. I mean, the world twice. This is the Sun in Capricorn, this card, by the way, and the world is Capricorn as well. So definitely big achievements coming in for you. You have this resistance card. Everybody, I think we are all feeling a lot of resistance right now. Wouldn't surprise me if old stuff is coming up at this time for everyone, not just because of the retrograde. I would say that even if we did not have the retrograde, I think a lot of people are feeling just old things bubbling up, like, old reasons why you can't do things. Old, people that told you why you can't do things could be like popping up, like all that stuff. And I feel that we really have to push through it. Almost every single person has had that card. Next, you have this authority card. Like, are you kidding? Every emperor, authority, you have like all these cards that are basically saying, take the lead. So for any of you that are looking for like a new position or starting a business, whatever, I would definitely do something to, get into a leadership position. You have this inheritance card. Again, some of you could be getting an inheritance. If you're not getting an inheritance, I would say that you're inheriting something. Again, it could be a position at work, like a new business, something like that. I also have something about a deal popping into my head as well. Like, it popped into my head at the last second. Like, I wouldn't just accept something, right? Let's say you're buying a house. I would make an offer. Don't just take it at the price. I don't know. Someone needs to hear that as well. Or let's say you're buying a car. I would like haggle a little bit. I would negotiate because I feel like the energy exists, because you can. It's like, I would ask for, if you're buying anything, like, maybe you're buying something from someone like online or something, I would try to get a deal because, I don't know, it popped into my head. That's the only reason why. So there you go. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And definitely enjoy your week.